Abi, every story has an end, and this is the final chapter of yours and Bristol City's. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm sad. I think I just tell myself like I'm lucky to have a place in people that's so hard to leave. But yeah, I need to move on to the next chapter. But obviously, it's very hard to leave here.
So is it fair to say that this felt like, for you, the right time to move on to the next adventure?
Yeah, you know what? Like I wouldn't change as much as we've had highs and lows. I would not change anything of the past 6 years. And I think, as you say, everything's got an end, and you don't want to leave too early, and you don't want to overstay. And I think I had to think about that, and everything just fell into place. And I think the way it's happened will be beautiful.
And fair to say you've met some friends for life here at Bristol City?
Yeah, I think, people will see you online and people see you as a footballer, but we know what it is to be the people behind that at the end of the day. And, everybody's got their friends, and we've got some best friends, and that is, I guess, the power of football, that I know I've got friends that I'll take with me throughout, and also teammates that we've shared some special moments, and, that is something that you'll take with you sort of forever.
Let's talk about some of those moments. What stand out?
I think the first one you've got to mention is promotion. Still probably the best day of most of our lives. I think the way it happened, being at Ashton Gate in front of our family and friends, it was written in the stars, and something that I still can't even put into words. I still can't listen to Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield, because it's never going to be that time again. So yeah, that was great. Obviously, becoming the top goal scorer was something that I didn't even know was about to happen until I got given the flowers after the game. So individually, that's good for me. But I think probably the special moments are seeing where the club is now compared to where I joined, and seeing the great group of girls and staff that are going to take the club where it needs to be.
We'll look at a couple of those more moments in a bit of detail. That promotion day, obviously, as you said, a fantastic moment for everyone connected with the football club. It was also your 100th game for Bristol City. You said written in the stars, but that and the goal you scored, it really was, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think, again, I didn't actually know until the day before that it was my 100th. Obviously, that had been a long time coming, with injury added into my spell here, and a lockdown. So it had been a long time coming. And yeah, it's an honour to play for this club once, never mind 100 times. And obviously I went on to surpass that, and luckily I'm held with great people up there, Lauren Dykes and stuff that I get to work with and have worked with every day for 6 years, obviously in different capacity. But that day in itself was so special, and you experience a lot of good days in football, you experience a lot of bad days, but I think it's quite rare to have those special days that you can enjoy in the moment. And I think the way it panned out, we knew we were going to do it as soon as that second goal went in. So we actually had 20-30 minutes on the pitch just to enjoy it, soak it all in with the fans, and play with freedom. And yeah, I think everybody on that day, from staff to player to fan, it was unbelievable. And even the opposition were very nice to us after and congratulating us. So I think it was just a special day, and I still struggle to sort of describe it and put it into words.
As you say, there have been a fair share of highs and lows across your time at Bristol City. A COVID lockdown, an ACL injury, 2 relegations. You've shared so much with Bristol City, haven't you?
Yeah, I've shared so much with Bristol City, and they've shared so much with me, and that's not just the football club, that's the city as well, and how I've been accepted here as one of their own, and that is what football's about for me. And as much as on paper the lows don't look great, a relegation on your CV once, never mind twice, isn't ideal, but there was no place, or there was no doubt in my head where I wanted to be. And the first time we got relegated, I promised the club I would get us back, and I stood by that, and I did. Unfortunately, it didn't go as planned, but I wouldn't change a day. I wouldn't change a thing about my time here. From everyone that's walked through the door and everyone that's left, and it's just been an absolute whirlwind. And although 6 years seems long to many, it's went by in a flash.
We're speaking now on the morning of your final match day at Ashton Gate as a Bristol City player. You have an opportunity today to say goodbye to teammates and, of course, the loyal supporters. How are you feeling?
I don't know, to be honest. It's going to be hard. I think over the last 24 hours. There's been tears, smiles, chaos. And, I've seen every single message that has been on social media and all the support. And I guess in a simple word, it's thank you. It's obviously going to be hard, and I don't know how I'm going to be. Obviously, by the time we see this, we'll know how I've been, but it's probably going to be very much like this. And I think the fans here are amazing. Sorry. As much as we give so much excitement and joy to the fans, they don't understand how much they give to us, and we wouldn't be where we are or being able to live our dream playing football without the fans and without this city. So today will be hard, yeah. That's on the fans. The team, I've said goodbye, in the way that I can, and I just want them to go out and get 3 points. And yeah, it's probably uncomfortable for me, as much as everyone will say I like to be the main character and attention. I don't really like the compliments or the focus being away from the game. So if the girls can get me 3 points, amazing. If they can't, then I know they're going to go and do it anyway. And as I say, I know with the squad that we have and the staff that are in this building, like, the sky's the limit. And just stick with them. I might be leaving, and it might be getting used to a new normal for a lot of people, but there is so much better people and more people in the building that will keep it as it is.
Do you feel like you're leaving this football club and this group in a good place?
Oh yeah, massively. I don't doubt that. I think all the footballing accolades are the footballing accolades, but in terms of how I leave this club and sort of the pride that I've put into continually to develop sort of the city, the rapport with the fans, and how we're seen, even within the club ourselves, it's night and day from when I joined, and that will only continue to get better. We've got the right people leading the way, and as much as there's a part of me that's upset that I won't get to see the potential that this club has got, it's been honestly the greatest honour that I could have imagined, to have been part of such amazing growth and monumental moments in our journey. And yeah, all I can say is I look back on the 6 years with honour, with pride and happiness.
We've reflected, we've looked back, now let's look forward. We know now that you are signing for Celtic. Can you talk us through that and the decision behind it?
Yeah, I've not hid it in any interviews since the day that I've left Celtic, that I'm a massive Celtic fan. As much as the Bristol City's upset, probably, I've said the only club I would leave for is Celtic, and I've stood by my word, and it's the club that I hold so dear in my heart. It's the club that me and my family support, and in Glasgow you don't just support a team, it's a way of life. I played there from 9 to 17 and have great memories there, and I think I couldn't have wrote it better myself. It's a fairy tale, it's an honour. As much as it's hard to leave here, it's made easier knowing that I'm going somewhere that is home. And even on that, I will be home with family and friends, that everybody that knows me knows, one, how close I am, but two, how much I've struggled with homesickness for 6 years. So I've done what I need to do here, and I'll close the chapter, and I'm ready to sort of reopen that chapter at Celtic, and I'm honoured.
Does it feel in some ways like you're leaving one home but heading back to another?
Yeah, completely. I think, this is all I've known, not only for 6 years, but as a professional footballer. So I've been taken care of, and, it does feel like that. And I think the most sort of special thing about it is everything is aligned at perfect timing. And as much as it's hard to leave this wonderful football club, I can look back and know that I've gave it my absolute everything, and I've left at the right time, and I'm proud of what I've done, and I'm about to step on to a new chapter, and hopefully make some history there. Might
we see you back at Ashton Gate for a visit sometime?
Absolutely. I'll be back as much as I can, as you've mentioned how much this club means to me, how much this city means to me, and also the friends that I've made. I'll be back, and I'll be jumping with the fans, and I'll still be watching from afar. I said it sort of on my statement, but it's now my turn to be the number one fan. And yeah, I'll be back at Ashton Gate, and I'll probably also be up at a few of your northern away games, because that'll be like a home game for me. So I'm a Bristol City player, and I have been, but now I'm a Bristol City fan, and that's not got a limit on it, and that's to all aspects of the club, men, women. I've been taken in, as I say, like one of my own, and I'll always have a fond eye and follow the paths of players, teams, staff that I've crossed paths with here.
This afternoon, obviously, you'll have the opportunity to address those in the stands at Ashton Gate, but do you have one final message to Bristol City teammates, former teammates, staff, and of course, the supporters?
I don't think I can do my time here justice, and sort of shade enough how thankful I am. And no words will ever do that. I hope my actions across these 6 years have showed that. But yeah, thank you to the fans. We've not always been easy to follow and easy to support, but we've heard you. To the staff, thank you for letting me live my dream, and believing in me and standing by me probably when you didn't have to. Former teammates, you've paved the way, and I hope I've paid respect to that and continue to try and do so. And you hand that over to the next lot now. And the current squad are some of the best players, but more importantly, people that I've managed to share a dressing room with. And yeah, I don't think I could say much more than thank you. And all those people, I think, know how much I value them, and that words will never do it justice. But yeah, I'm a number one fan, and I'm always here, and I'll be back in Bristol. As much as it is a goodbye, it is a see you later. And I'll be back, and I'll support everybody. And yeah, thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure, and it's been my honour to play at this football club and be a small part of history.